Hey, what's going on YouTube? Rmm25 here bringing you another game on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online, and it's been such a long while. Yeah, I've been falling behind this kind of content, but trust me, this past week has been just weird. Anyway, this time I really had no idea what to play, so I decided to go with Stage 1 Madness, and this Stage 1 Madness will be my first one. I will be using Trevenant because I saw the deck online and I thought it was interesting, so I decided to give it a try. Yeah, but let's see how we do. We're going against Charizard1486, which, by the way, will be playing a Charizard deck. He will be playing Charizard Pyroar. Let's see, I will flip heads. I get to decide who goes first. Now we see that we are going against some kind of Charizard or Pyroar deck, and how can I say this? Look at my hand. Yeah, no good. Even worse. Dang it. No. So since I have no choice, I have to pass. Dang it. My opponent goes for that float stone on that killed you. At first I thought that was really not much. But this freaking floatstone was a pain of my existence this whole game, as you will be able to see in just a few moments. Anyway, he goes for one lead Leo. I really have no idea why he's seeing an Eevee. Yeah, I have an Eevee, which means that thing will evolve. There is really no reason for you to go for that Pyroar. Anyway, right here I go for that Flareon. Pretty much that is the only thing I have that will not be knocked out in one hit from coming from one Pyroar. Yeah, but yeah, as you can see, this guy plays Pokemon Center. That is why this freaking floatstone is a pain of my existence. As you will be able to see in one moment, this guy pretty much floatstones, and I mean, he rushes, then he retreats, then all my damage is gone. Don't like that. Really don't like that. Anyway, here we see that rushing. We will see Pokemon Center, which is annoying because my beautiful 20 damage is now gone, and here comes the Pyroar, and most likely I will not get hit. That's good. So right here I'm going to bench that Phantom, that Pikachu. I decide, okay, looks like maybe getting my opponent stuck will be good, so that's what I'm going to try to do. And right here I'm going to Vengeance for 20 just to see if my opponent forgets to rush in and then do something. Hopefully that will be the case. Hopefully. My opponent Blacksmiths, and I already know that he has one energy on his discard pile, one fire energy. That is the only energy that he has, so pretty much this is a supporter wasted turn. Well, yeah, great. But I will be taking 90 damage, that's not good. Really not good, and I really want to get rid of this Pyroar, it's really getting annoying. So right here I have a couple of options. I can Evo Soda into Raichu, attach DC to that Raichu, then try to do something, maybe. But my opponent decides that he does not want to target my Flareon, which is... I think it's understandable, and my opponent realizes that my biggest threat to his Pyroar will be my Raichu, so he's going to target down one of my Pikachus. That's good for him. Yeah, so right now we will see the Pikachu. Bye Pikachu. Dang it. Anyway, that pretty much made my options easier because now I can Evo Soda getting one Trevenant. That way I can prevent my opponent from playing items. That's good for me, that's bad for him, especially because he really does not have that big hand. That means I will be free of what's this thing called? Pokemon Catcher, because looks like he's not playing Lysander, he's playing Pokemon Catcher instead, and that's good for me. Anyway, I will go for a double Eevee because Flareon will be good in this match, and right here Trevenant will be good for me because those spread 20 damage into 2 of my opponent's bench Pokemon will allow me to somehow nullify the effect of this Pokemon Center, because I'll be piling up damage on my opponent's bench even though he will try to... Yeah, look at that, he decided to use Pokemon Center in to kill you instead of this Pyroar, which means most likely this Pyroar will be dead by the end of my turn. Anyway, let's see, my opponent right there has to discard Professor's Letter and Fiery Touch. He will really not appreciate that. Here comes down another Litleo. Seriously, I have no idea why you are doing this. Like, really. As you can see, I'm playing a only evolution deck, so there is really no reason for you to go for those Litleos. If something, you need to start using Charizard. That's the best thing you can do right now. Anyway, right there I'm going to attach a useless energy into Phantom. Yeah, pretty much after this point I really will not need Trevenant. Maybe I will need to slow down my opponent a little, but yeah, I will not be using Trevenant at all. So what I need to do is attach that energy into any other Pokemon but that Phantom, and I'm stupid and I do that. Great. Just great. Dang it. Good. But anyway, this Pyroar is dead. That's good. Getting a dead Pyroar is always good. And most likely Charizard is coming out. Yeah, there is the Charizard, and Trevenant, you did well, except that that is a Silver Bengal, just wasted because Pyroar is not an EX. Anyway, here we see the second Fire Energy coming down into Charizard, which means 2 Pokemon in a row are going to die. Good. Don't you love when that happens? No. So, as you can see, this freaking Floatstone is really annoying. I really want to get rid of that freaking Floatstone as soon as possible, because I cannot stand this Pokemon Center. I cannot knock out my opponent's Pokemon in one hit, except for maybe Pyroar and Lidleos. Yeah, so having all that damage removed from my opponent's Pokemon is really annoying. Right there, I have no idea why he played down that Skylab for that Muscleman. You cannot play that, not while Trevenant is out, at least. So there is really no reason to play that. Anyway, right there, I have to promote Raichu. That is the only thing I have with free retreat cast, and I can try and do something, I guess. I will play down that Evo Soda. I have a couple of options. I'm stupid again because I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can lock down my opponent a little and try to do something. Maybe that is the best thing I can do. But no, Trevenant is really not that easy to power up, so yeah, that is really not good. Anyway, right there my opponent has lots and lots of energies, and if I don't draw the double colorless energy, well, there is really no reason for me to try to attack with Trevenant. So, right here I'm going to count how many Pokemon I have on my discard pile. Maybe I will be able to do something, but I'm happy that I finally got rid of that freaking Floatstone, which means I will be able to do something, I think, and I hope. Anyway, right there I'm going to evolve that Trevenant, and I'm going to go the Trevenant route just because I don't want another Floatstone coming down. And spreading damage looks like will be really useful. Yeah, I know 60 damage into this Charizard is really not that much, but now he will be forced to go for that Combustion Blast if he does not want to deal with this Trevenant. Now my opponent is forced to use Pokemon Center into one of those Keldeos, and that's weird. He was really committed into trying to use Pyroar, so I see no reason why he's not healing up that Litleo. Really, I don't understand that decision. That say that Trevenant, we don't like that Trevenants, that's bad. Really bad anyway. But what can you do? Looks like my opponent is really running out of steam, and I really want to know how many Pokemon I have on my Discord pile. I have 5. I think I did not. Okay, let's see. 3, 6. That's good because that means my Flareon with just that muscle and will be able to knock out this Charizard, which by the way is the biggest threat right now. Good. Looks like in the end Trevenant was really good. And there we see a dead Charizard. Yay, I'm finally able to get my Raichus out of my prizes. God dang it. It took me way too long. Anyway, right there I have a decent hand because I have that Lysander, so that means I can try to knock out something. If I get an Ultra Ball, I will be able to knock out that Pyroar because I will be able to get rid of one of my one of the Pokemon in my hand. But yeah, my opponent decides to sack this thing. Litleo. I see no reason why. Maybe well, no, there is really a reason. He really does not have anything. So right here I'm going to go for that Vengeance. Pretty much as you can see, that in limited a lot my opponent's options. He really does not have much, and since he decided to go the Pyro route, he really does not have a way to respond to my Pokemon. And no, without Muscle Land you cannot knock out my this thing Flareon, which is good for me, bad for him. So right there I can do a couple of things. I decided I will try to power up my Leafeon just because Charizard decks with Blacksmith can get lots of energies out of nowhere, and since he's running a lot of DCs, maybe that is the best route. And since this Pyroar is pretty much the only thing with energy right here, I really need to get rid of that threat, so that is what I'm going to play down, that Professor Juniper. And with those, I think there were 4 Pokemon. I think I'm doing 130 right now. Yeah, I think I'm doing 130. Don't know, let's see. Right here I'm going to attach DC into Flareon or Raichu. Both of them are really good options. At this moment Flareon is really the best option I have. Right there I could have gone for another Pokemon on my deck, getting rid of that Leafeon. Pretty much I have no use for Leafeon right now. Yeah. And right here my opponent pretty much will be changing his active Pokemon. Right there I didn't... there is really no reason for him to promote Charizard this early in the game. It was much better for him to promote the other Keldeo. That way he most likely will try to get an attacker. And right there I don't want to deck myself out. Maybe my opponent is thinking that I will deck myself out, but I have 2 ends. Well, now I have only 1 end, 1 Super Rod, and yeah, 1 Super Rod, and I will be able to do lots and lots of damage pretty much at this stage of the game. If my opponent does, because he decided not to promote the other Keldeo, if he does not get a Blacksmith, pretty much he's done. Because he cannot heal those 130 damage fast enough for him to be able to attack. And even if he does that, I will have Flareon and Raichu in order to knock out this Charizard. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Right there my opponent promotes the Keldeo with Floatstone. He will have to retreat into the other Keldeo. That is what he should have done in the first place. He goes for an end of his own. He gives me nothing. Here comes down another Floatstone. I don't know why. Maybe he does not want to get in down to 3 and have to draw that again. So right here I only have to Vengeance again for 110. Good damage, good damage. And as soon as that Charizard comes out, that Charizard will be dead. Here comes down a Professor Juniper. That's not a Blacksmith, which means I can do something. And yeah, he really had no reason to commit his playstyle to Pyroar, especially because he saw one Eevee, which means I'm playing evolution cards. Don't know what happened right there. Anyway, it doesn't matter what he promotes at this moment, anything that he promotes. If he does not have another Charizard EX on his hand, this is game right now. So that Charizard EX coming out tells me that no, he does not have another Charizard EX, which means I win. Good, I will promote Raichu just to see what I can get, and let's not make this any longer than it needs to be. Here we go, Vengeance for a lot, let's say GG, my opponent said GG a long time ago. Vengeance, die. Good, we win. We win against the almighty Charizard. Pretty much his draw engine was item based, and that is when Trevenant can be really useful. If your draw engine is item based, you will be doing nothing when your opponent has Trevenant on his side. So this was a game. You'll see, this was version 1 of this deck. In the end, I did not like Trevenant that much. It was really useful against Charizard because Fiery Torch, roller skates and bicycles and things like that, but against other decks it's really not that good. Especially against Evil decks, it's really weak and gives up a lot of energy. So I decided to change that, and I have my version 2. I will have a couple of games showcasing my version 2 of this deck, and at least one of those should be going public later today. Yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to see more content. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.